Mikey says, loving yourself is one of the most important things to do. Long comment short, it's hard to work on something you hate. So learn to love
Mm,
yourself along with the flaws so you have the respect for yourself to fix them.
preach.
Amen.
The truth is, the undertone of so much of what I take a lot of my own clients through is actually self-love, and its core is self-love. And I recommend to anyone listening a book that I love, and I refer a lot of people to as a beautiful book. It's an easy read. It's called "Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends on It," and it's written in a way that's super digestible. It's a short read, and it's very practical. Really cool book for anyone that might be interested.
You know, it's interesting that Mike said that like that. You can't work on something you hate. And there's a saying, you know who Gary V is?
Yeah,
Gary
Yep.
V.
for
Yeah, yeah,
sure.
yeah. He says this thing. He's like, stop doing things you hate, and like, and I've learned to sort of incorporate that into my life. Like, like chase your dreams basically is what that means
Yeah.
to me. So, Mike, when you mentioned that really resonated with me. It's hard to work on something you hate, and that's a fact. So,
And
Ryan,
self-love can be a bit of a sorry, bro,
no,
if you
no,
don't mind me just jumping in really quickly. Like, I
go
think
ahead.
self-love can have a bit of a distorted view, and especially in a if for I don't I work with both men and women, but women seem to run with that like term of self-love. They just go with it. They really embrace it. For men, it's like there can be a bit of resistance to this concept of loving oneself, and I think there's this framework or this ideology of like, it's just this fucking, it's bubble baths and pedicures
Yeah,
and
like topical
chocolate
things.
cake and
Yeah,
of course.
yeah.
And at its crux, what I've learned and what I know to be true for myself is that like true self-love is actually like listening, deep listening and reverence
Mm,
and honoring of my truth, like connection to that internal guidance system that's always leading me in the right direction. And
mhm.
when I can listen and act from that place, and the action that I take from that place, like that's the self-care.
Donna's got
And I
something
always
to.
say, like, when we listen, that will always, it almost always gives you what you need and never what you actually want.
Hmm. Donna wants to chime in here.
I just wanted to add that, like, in terms of self-love, when I was early in recovery, I came across like a meditation. You guys might know the name Jason Stevenson. And he was talking about the importance, like how we extend compassion and empathy for others, but rarely do we extend that to ourselves. And,
Yeah.
like we're often dealing with a lot of guilt, shame, this sort of a thing. And if we can turn that empathy and compassion towards ourselves, we're able to find that pathway to self love a little bit easier.